Okay, I wanted to make a couple of quick videos just to recap the most important skills from algebra. So to begin with, we are going to look at like terms. So like terms, and sometimes we talk about grouping or simplifying. And all of these things are based around like terms. So we look over here at the little example of the apples and the bananas. So we have 3 apples plus 2 bananas. And we find that when we add them together, we still have 3 apples and 2 bananas. And this is because they are not like terms. They're not the same. You can't add apple to bananas because there's no such thing as apple bananas. So that doesn't exist. All you can do when you have 3 apples and 2 bananas is say that you have 3 apples and 2 bananas because they are not like terms. So you can only add like terms. So like terms have the same variable. Or they might be a integer or a number. So we'll go over here, we'll take a look at some of these questions over here and we'll try and identify the like terms. So when I was showing you how to do these in class, what I said to do was just, we look at question 1 there, to write out the expression. And then you go along and you collect your like terms. So in this instance, we have x's, we have plus another 3x minus another 4x. So they're all the same. They're all the same term. They all have x's. They all have the same variable. So we can just go straight ahead and add them. So 5x plus 3x is equal to 8x minus another 4x gives us 4x altogether. Okay, so that's the first one. That's the most simple one. Let's take a look at question 3 now, where we have a little bit more going on. So in this case, we have 6x squared minus 2x plus x squared minus 5x. So this is where I say it's a good idea to maybe get your 4-sider and go along and look at the variable here. You can see you have an x squared. And what you want to do is go along and see have you got any other x squareds. So I have plus x squared and I have 6x squared. So remember that's the same as plus 1x squared. So the variable is the same. They're like terms, so I can go ahead and add them. So I can put this and this together to give me 7x squared. And then you might change to your green colour and you go along and you say, okay, now I have minus 2x. And remember the sign immediately in front of the number belongs to that number. So that's minus 2x minus 5x. So minus 2 minus another 7 is going to give me minus 7x. And when I get to there, I can't do any more. I can't simplify them any further than that. So I'm done. I have simplified them. And remember, simplify, it just really means group like terms. Okay, so we shall do one more example of grouping and then we'll move on. So let's take a look at question 5 there. Change my pen back to black. So question 5 says 2p minus 3p plus, sorry, that should be minus 3q. Let me change that. 3q plus 3p plus 5q. So I'm looking for like terms, so I'm going to go along, look at my first term, I have 2p. I'm going to see if I have any more p's there. So I have plus 3p. So they're like terms, I can add them together. 2p plus 3p is equal to 5p. And now I'll go along and I'll see if I have any other q's that I can put with this one. So I have minus 3q plus 5q. So minus 3 plus 5 is going to get me to plus 2q. And once I get to there, there's nothing more I can do. I have simplified, I have grouped my like terms, and I'm finished. So that is a brief recap on the first skill that you need to know, which is grouping or simplifying, and understanding that you can only group and simplify like terms. So that's the first thing that you really need to be able to do in algebra.